saw the lights above the field last night, silent silver cutting through the sky. They came down soft like they already knew what we done to the rivers and the blue. The air is thicker than it used to be. The summers burn longer every year. Machines are learning how to think like us, while the old ways slowly disappear. They didn't come for gold or war. They came to ask what we've become. A world still spinning out of time, with hearts that forgot how to run. I played my heart beneath the quiet stars, and tried to sing the truth I know about the heat that melts the ice, and the cold that starts to grow. They didn't come for gold or war. They came to ask what we've become. A world still spinning out of time, with hearts that forgot how to run. Harmonica weeps in the night air. Guitar strings hum the only prayer. We still got left. There's a house on the island with the lights still on. Names in the book that never see the dawn. They fly in quiet and they leave the same way, while the rest of us wait for the news of the day. Cameras roll and the statements get read. Lawyers talk soft about things left unsaid. The files get thicker, but the doors stay closed, and the ones with the power keep the status quo. They're the ones who walk free, while the rest of us bleed. They write all the rules and they break what they need. No handcuffs for the high, just a night and a plea. They're the ones who walk free. Kids grow up hard in the towns left behind, while the parties go on and the money stays blind. We point at the screens and we shout at the sky, but the same names keep dancing under the same old lie. They're the ones who walk free, while the rest of us bleed. They write all the rules and they break what they need. No handcuffs for the high, just a nod and a plea. They're the ones who walk free. I ain't got a badge and I ain't got a throne, just a guitar and the truth that I've known. Some debts get paid in the light of the day, some just get buried and quietly fade. They're the ones who walk free, while the rest of us bleed. They write all the rules and they break what they need. No handcuffs for the high, just a nod and a plea. They're the ones who walk free. Yeah, the ones who walk free. Raise your right hand in a room full of flags. Sign the name on a line that don't ask what it asks. Mothers hold tight while the engines get loud, and the bus pulls away from the edge of the town. They learn how to move in the dust and the heat, how to carry the weight and still land on their feet. Let us come home with the corners worn thin, saying everything's fine while the dark settles in. These are the ones we send over the line again. We give him a reason, then we give him a gun, and we wait for the ones we send to come back if they can. Some walk off the plane with a look in their eyes that don't match the pictures we kept on the wall. Some never stepped down and the silence gets long. Just a folded up flag and a name on a stone. These are the ones we send over the line again. We give them a reason, then we give them a gun, and we wait for the ones we send to come back if they can. Counting the cost that we bury inside every speech on the screen, every promise they make still ends with a list of the ones that we break. These are the ones we send over the line again. We give them a reason, then we give them a gun, and we wait for the ones we send to come back if they can. Yeah, the ones we send. There's a light in the window of the store on the square, shelves full of bottles and the promises they wear. A man in a white coat with a pen in his hand writes down the numbers that the company planned. They test in the quiet and they price in the high, turn every ache into a reason to buy. Commercials play soft with the softest of smiles, while the fine print runs longer than the country roads for miles. They keep us coming back for the next little fix, a pill for the pain and a bill for the mix. They don't need to heal us, they just need us to stay. They keep us coming back day after day. Old folks count coins at the counter in line. Young ones get started before they're done being kids. Side effects whisper, but the profit stays clean, and the ones who decide never swallow the thing. They keep us coming back for the next little fix, a pill for the pain They just need us to stay. They keep us coming back day after day. But I watch how the money moves quieter than prayer. When the cure is a product and the product needs need, you can bet on the system that feeds on the feed. They keep us coming back for the next little fix, a pill for the pain and a bill for the mix. They don't need to heal us, they just need us to stay. They keep us coming back day after day. Yeah, they keep us coming back. Stand on the steps with the cameras all tight. Promise the morning will be better than night. Flags at their back and the words polished clean, while the rest of us wait for the change that they've seen. They fly over towns they don't ever walk through, shake hands for the photo, then they're gone with the crew. Decisions getting made in the rooms with thick doors, and the cost of those choices ends up on our floors. Paper crowns on the heads of the few. They speak like forever, but they change like the dew. We hand them the power, then we hand them the key. Paper crowns looking down on you and me. One day they're heroes with the crowd at their feet. Next day the headlines say the promise ran weak. Still the chairs stay warm and the motorcade rolls, while the ones who believed count the holes in their souls. Paper crowns on the heads of the few. They speak like forever, but they change like the dew. we hand them the key. Paper crowns looking down on you and me. We feel at the end of the day. Not another smooth voice in a suit and a tie, who forgets every word once the cameras pass by. Paper crowns on the heads of the few, they speak like forever, they change like the dew. We hand them the power, then we hand them the key. Paper crowns looking down on you and me. Yeah, paper crowns. They walk in the dark with the children half asleep, dust on their shoes and a promise they keep, a name in a story and a reason to run from a place that got harder than the heat of the sun. They slip through the gaps where the fences run thin, hoping the new ground will let them begin. Some find a corner and they build what they can. Some get turned back with a stamp on their hand. They come across the wire with nothing but the need, looking for a softer ground and a place to plant a seed. We argue in the daylight about who should stay or go, while they keep coming across the wire, steady and slow. Towns feel the weight when the numbers don't slow. Schools get crowded and the tempers get low. Some open their doors and some lock them tight, both sides convinced that the other ain't right. They come across the wire with nothing but the need, looking for a softer ground and a place to plant a seed. We argue in the daylight about who should stay or go, while they keep coming across the wire, steady and slow. a song or a speech, just the faces in the dark, still trying to reach. Every border's a story with two different sides, and the truth sits heavy where the fear and hope collide. They come across the wire with nothing but the need, looking for a softer ground and a place to plant a seed. We argue in the daylight about who should stay or go, while they keep coming across the wire, steady and slow. Yeah, across the wire. There's a street where the street lights still flicker red at night. Girls walked home early with their heads held tight. Whispers got louder, but the door stayed shut, and the ones who should've listened just kept their mouths shut. Reports filled folders that got buried in drawers. Names got repeated behind quiet closed doors. Mothers kept calling and the answers came slow, while the ones who were hunting just kept on the prowl. They knew all along. They heard every story, and they still did nothing wrong. In the eyes of the system, it was easier to wait. They knew, and they left them to their fate. Turned to decades, and the truth finally broke. But the damage was done, and the silence still spoke. Some got their justice in a courtroom so cold. Most just got older with the weight that they hold. They knew all along. They heard every story, and they still did nothing wrong. In the eyes of the system, it was easier to wait. They knew, and they left them to their fate. by the ones who can't help themselves. They knew all along. They heard every story, and they still did nothing wrong. In the eyes of the system, it was easier to wait. They knew, and they left them to their fate. Yeah, they knew. Yeah, they knew. Turn on screen and the war starts again. Two different stories from the mouths of the same men. One side's a hero and the other side's wrong, and the truth gets lost in the noise of the song. Neighbors stop talking over things they ain't seen. Just lines on a phone in a carefully chosen feed. We share the same streets and the same rising costs, but they teach us to hate over lines that they draw. They need us angry, they need us afraid, they need us divided so the real ones get paid. While we scream at each other, they quietly stay. They need us angry to keep us this way. Every new scandal gets the same old design. Point at the other and you'll feel more alive. But the rent keeps climbing and the wages stay flat, and the ones who stoke fire never live with the ash. They need us angry, they need us afraid, they need us divided so the real ones get paid. While we scream at each other, they quietly stay. They need us angry to keep us this way. us afraid. They need us divided so the real ones get paid. While we scream at each other, they quietly stay. They need us angry to keep us this way. Yeah, they need us angry. Numbers go while the paychecks stay still. Grocery bags are lighter and the same old bills. Landlord wants more for the same thin walls, and the ones at the top never feel it at all. 2 jobs and a side hustle just to stay above water. Kids need new shoes and the car needs a starter. Every little comfort gets priced out of reach, while the speeches keep saying there's plenty for each. We're the ones who pay for the choices they make. We're the ones who stretch till something has to break. They talk about growth in the rooms where they stay, but we're the ones who pay. Day after day, interest keeps climbing on the debt that we hold. Medical scares turn to stories left untold. You work till you're empty and still come up short, while the ones who decide never settle the court. We're the ones who pay for the choices they make. We're the ones who stretch till something has to break. They talk about growth in the rooms where they stay, but we're the ones who pay. Day after day, the ground not to keep shifting every time I turn around. A fair shot at living without drowning in red. instead of the feeling that we're already bled. We're the ones who pay for the choices they make. We're the ones who stretch till something has to break. They talk about growth in the rooms where they stay, but we're the ones who pay. Day after day, yeah, the ones who pay. Every step you take leaves a trail in the air. Every word you type sits somewhere out there. Cameras on corners and the phone in your hand knows where you've been and the next place you've planned. They sell us convenience, and we hand over the key. Trade a little freedom for the feeling we're free. Heads know your hunger before you even speak, and the silence gets thinner every week. They're always watching, even when you sleep, collecting the pieces of the life that you keep. You don't hear the footsteps, but they're never far away. Always watching, night and day. Kids grow up knowing the lens is the norm. Smile for the feed and perform till they're worn. Privacy feels like the story we told back when the world still had places to hold. They're always watching, even when you sleep, collecting the pieces of the life that you keep. You don't hear the footsteps, but they're never far away. Always watching, night and day. Just want the choice to step off the grid without losing my voice. Some doors should stay closed, some things should stay mine. Not every quiet moment needs a tracking line. They're always watching, even when you sleep, collecting the pieces of the life that you keep. You don't hear the footsteps, but they're never far away. Always watching, night and day. Yeah, always watching. Rooms full of people, and nobody talks. Eyes on the glass while the real moment walks. We sit side by side, but the distance feels wide. Connected, everything empty inside. Friends become faces flicker and scroll. Conversations shorten to a heart or a soul. We know every update, but forget how to stay when somebody's hurting in the ordinary way. Alone in the crowd, surrounded by sound. So many voices, but no one around. We reach through the glass, but the glass doesn't bend. Alone in the crowd, till the lonely night ends. Old folks remember when the porch light meant more, when a knock on the door wasn't something to ignore. Now the silence grows louder in houses so bright, and the glow of the screen is the only true light. Alone in the crowd, surrounded by sound. So many voices, but no one around. We reach through the glass, but the glass doesn't bend. Alone in the crowd, till the lonely night ends. Just a voice in the dark that still understands. Alone in the crowd, surrounded by sound. So many voices, but no one around. We reach through the glass, but the glass doesn't bend. Alone in the crowd, till the lonely night ends. Yeah, alone the difference between solid and sand. What was true in the morning still held in your hand. Now the stories keep changing before they get old, and the facts feel like weather that can't be controlled. One day it's certain, and the next day it's gone. Experts keep talking, but the map feels all wrong. You dig for the bottom, and it shifts underfoot, till you're standing on nothing but questions and soot. The ground keeps moving under our feet. Nothing stays steady, nothing feels complete. You reach for an answer, and it slips through the air. The ground keeps moving, and it's hard not to care. Kids ask the questions that we used to know, but the answers we give them just flutter and go. Trust gets thinner with every new turn, and the fire that guided us forgets how to burn. The ground keeps moving under our feet. Nothing stays steady, nothing feels complete. You reach for an answer, and it slips through the air. The ground keeps moving, and it's hard not to care. Still plant my feet where the dirt feels real. Still look for the things that time cannot steal. A handshake, a promise, a word that don't bend, something that holds when the arguments end. The ground keeps moving under our feet. Nothing stays steady, nothing feels complete. You reach for an answer, and it slips through the air. The ground keeps moving, and it's hard not to care. Yeah, the ground keeps moving. alarm starts early and the day don't wait. Coffee in the car while you're already late. The list keep growing and the hours run thin. You finish one fire just to light up again. Weekends feel borrowed and they vanish too fast. Rest is a luxury that never seems to last. You tell yourself later, you slow the whole thing down, but later keeps moving to the edge of the town. We're out of breath, chasing the clock, running so hard that we forgot how to stop. Every day demands more than we can give. Out of breath, just trying to live. Kids grow up watching us hurry past the light, learning that stillness is a kind of fight. We buy back minutes with money we don't have and call it a life while we're stuck in the grab. We're out of breath, chasing the clock, running so hard that we forgot how to stop. Every day demands more than we can give. Out of breath, just trying to live. I remember mornings that didn't feel so, when time was a river and not something controlled. I'd give back the progress for one quiet day, where the only loud thing was the wind in the way. We're out of breath, chasing the clock, running so hard that we forgot how to stop. Every day demands more than we can give. Out of breath, just trying to live.